There we go, perfect. Well, not quite perfect, but... Do you ever counter free? Do you ever counter free? Two, 1-2. We've got an FA delegate. Looks like it.
Who's got shorts on?
Don't know. What? No, he's not playing. He's injured.
He's got shorts on.
He's not playing.
He's got shorts on. I'm just saying.
Well, I had shorts on during the summer. Doesn't mean I was going between the sticks, does it? Part 3 of our CUTV triple header weekend takes place at the Butts Park Arena as Coventry United host Long Eaton United in the Total Motion Midlands Football League Premier Division. Out of the two previous fixtures this weekend here on CUTV, on Saturday the Red and Greens were victorious in the FA Vars. On Sunday, the FA Women's National League Cup saw Coventry United progress by 7-0 against Norwich City Ladies. And today, it's back to league action. Our CUTV triple header concludes today live at the Butts Park Arena in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. It's Coventry United, it's Long Eaton United, it's live on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. So here's the Coventry United starting lineup today here on CUTV. Starting with Long Eaton United, number 1, Scott Lowe. 2, Cameron Campbell. 3, Charlie Scanlon. 4, Tom Gamblin. Number 5, Romain Graham. 6, Mason Rowley. 7, Fabian Smith. 8, Josh Thornton. 9, Zach Goodson. 10, Mikey Armstrong. 11, David Kolodinsky. Substitutes for Long Eaton United, number 12, Dan Faulkner. Number 14, Nathan Banton. 15, Lewis Partridge. 17, Marcus Coombs. And for Coventry United today, number 1, Brendan Bunn. Number 2, Kyle Barnett. Number 3, Ronnie Hendricks. Number 4, Gibb Musa. Number 5, Chris Cox. Number 6, Jamal Clark. 7, Kyle Carey. 8, the captain, Kevin Thornton. Number 9, Ryan Palmer. 10, Shaquille McDonald, sponsored by CUTV, I may add. And number 11, Ross Alton. Substitutes for the Red and Greens, number 12, Shane Nicholson. 14, Luke Downs. 15, Jake Holt. 16, Scott Hammond. Coventry United, as usual, in their red shirts with green shorts and socks. Long Eaton in dark blue and black. Midweek fixture at the Butts Park Arena, a newly refurbished Butts Park Arena complete with plastic picket fencing around the pitch as part of the new regulations in the Green King Championship, where Coventry Rugby Club now play their rugby. So we are underway with United kicking from left to right. Already you see the dust being kicked up from this dry pitch. Certainly needs some work. Alton headed towards the right hand side inside his own half. Palmer going to control it over the white line. Palmer, one of 4 goal scorers on Saturday in the FA Vars. No Kirby Nez today. Ellis is injured. No Dominic Elaine either. There's the throw up line, one in the air by Ryan Palmer. Cox. Only find the blue shirt down the right hand side. Campbell. Looks for an option and cleared by the returning Chris Cox. His first appearance at the Butts Park Arena, back at the club on a 2-way deal from Stafford. The hopeful ball down the right flank, just over the white line for a Coventry United throw-in. Ronnie Hendricks starting at left back today. Hoosted up line, straight onto the head of the number 7, Fabian Smith. And a shove on Thornton. Referee gives the free kick to the Red and Greens. Brendan Bunn will take it. Halfway into United territory. Bunn boots the free kick down the centre of the park, looking for Shaquille McDonald, bouncing in front of the striker. Out comes Scott Lowe off his line to make the catch. Lowe looks toward David Kolodinsky, who's found quite a lot of success at this ground. Scored twice for Rugby Town in an FA Cup match last season. Musa skips past Armstrong, gets it back from Thornton. Kyle Carey looks to slide it through for Shaquille McDonald, cleared well by Romain Graham. Hendricks brings it down, forward ball intercepted by Cameron Campbell. Fabian Smith. Armstrong looks for an option upfield. Hendricks knocks it down. United asking for a throw-in. It's Long Eaton who got the throw on the far side, just inside United territory. A swing and a miss there by Armstrong. It flicked it onto his own back. And Kevin Thornton, the United captain's there to pick up the tab. And the crossfield ball glances at the top of Charlie Scanlon's head, throwing Coventry United deep into Long Eaton turf on the right flank. Ross Alton making his home debut for the Red and Greens. Former Rushden Diamonds and Leamington midfielder. Off the shoulder of Kevin Thornton. Alton lobs it past Scanlon. Ryan Palmer perseveres and blocks the attempted clearance, and Kevin Thornton picks up the seconds. Pass to Alton is short. Now Long Eaton look to play the way out of danger. If Musa has an idea about that, but they only give it away to Josh Thornton, no relation. Step upfield by Gamblin. Clark looks to shield it out of play, but it's not going over that white line. Curling clearance by Brendan Bunn, rolls at the boot of Ryan Palmer. Now racing forward is Gamblin. Cross from the left wing. Passes straight into the grateful grasp of Brendan Bunn. Bunn makes the clearance. 5 minutes gone here on Coventry United TV, live from the Butts Park Arena. Score remains Coventry United 0, Long Eaton United 0. McDonald looks to change that as he plays a 1-2 with Kevin Thornton. Nice turn by McDonald. A strong challenge in on the side by Romain Graham, and now it's Gamblin racing forward. Thornton. Crossfield pass to Fabian Smith. Volleyed away by Ronnie Hendricks into the centre circle. Offside flag raised against Shaquille McDonald. McDonald's a little bemused. Today's match part of a triple header on CUTV on Sunday. It was the FA Vars victory against Droitwich Spa for the men's first team. Yesterday, a 7-0 triumph in the FA Women's National League Cup for the Red and Green Girls of Coventry United ladies against Norwich City. What a weekend it would be if United could make it a third win in 3 days on CUTV. They'll have to defend this throw-in level with the penalty area. Clearance by Jamal Clark in the box. Scanlon. Gamblin. As far as Fabian Smith and Chris Cox launches that one clear. Kyle Carey will give chase on the far side of the field. Held off by Campbell. Launched away by Graham. Goodson will give chase. Cocked up rather than out. It's the chest of Gift Musa, can't control, nodded into the air by Kolodinsky. And stabbed towards the left-hand side of the box by Kyle Barnett. Danger over for now for United as the clearance is made. It's coming straight back though. Goodson finds Smith down line, battle of the number 7s as Kyle Carey wins that battle. Thornton steps away from the challenge of Gamblin. Musa dinks it to the right-hand side now. Ross Alton quickly closed down though by Josh Thornton. Neat footwork from the former Leamington man, but Barnett smacks the ball straight into Alton's face. I'm sure that wasn't the intention, or maybe it is. Maybe there's a bit of a training ground squabble going on there, but I hardly doubt it. It will be a Long Eaton throw as Terry Anderson plays ball boy. The current match ball a little underinflated. Long Eaton have decided to change it. It doesn't bring them any great success though down the left-hand side. The lob pass headed into touch by Kyle Barnett. And they have made a good few yards up that left channel. Scanlon chested up in the air by Gamblin. Barnett with his boot in the air, but the final touch has come off Tom Gamblin, out of play for a goal kick. Highlights of yesterday's FA Women's National League Cup fixture are online now. YouTube.com/Coventry TV is the only place to find exclusive commentary and highlights of every single men's and women's first team match this season. So at half time when we go on air, off air, why don't you go and have a look at the highlights from yesterday. Barged to the ground and Long Eaton will pull away with the ball now from their own half. Not for long though, as it's volleyed up by Jamal Clark. Shaq's offside again. Shaq playing down the centre of a front three with Kyle Carey on the left, Ryan Palmer on the right. All three of those attackers scored on Saturday. Of course, the one player not in that front three who did score on Saturday is Big Curve Nails, who changed the game at Walsh's Meadow. Could be a big loss for United today. Cross headed away by Chris Cox. Alton will sprint away and lobbed it down the right. Would have been perfect for McDonald, but it was well intercepted by Mason Rowley. But Armstrong's pass was less than perfect. Now we've got a blue shirt anywhere near as it bounces over the white line for a goal kick. Bunn making his third United appearance, yet to keep a clean sheet though. He's conceded 6 times in his 3 appearances, but Bunn has made some good saves in that time. Palmer seems to take over the white line there, but in fact it's been given as a Coventry United throw as Palmer kept it in. It was sent out off Gamblin on this near side, halfway into Long Eaton territory. Kyle Barnett playing it right back this evening. Looks for the option from the throw, seeks McDonald. Corner kick, Coventry United, as it bounces off the upper thigh of Mason Rowley. The Red and Greens have their first opportunity of the game to open the scoring. After 10 minutes, it remains Coventry United 0, Long Eaton United 0 in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Cluster of red and blue shirts on the edge of that penalty area. Plenty of movement in there. Jamal Clark heads it into the ground, cleared by Fabian Smith. Comes out to Chris Cox. Volley by Cox, side netting. Well, how Cox would love to make an impact on the score sheet on his return to the Butts after his 2-way deal from Stratford was completed before Saturday's FA Vars match. Coming in from the left from Kyle Carey towards Cox at the far post. Cox's header across to Jamal Clark. Coventry United take the lead despite the best efforts of Tom Gamblin on the goal line. Can only send it into the roof of his own net. It's Clark's goal, all right. Cox's header across the penalty area found Clark, and he wasn't going to miss from there. Coventry United lead at the Butts Park Arena by 1-0. Jamal Clark opens the scoring for Coventry United. So after 10 first half minutes here on CUTV, the Red and Greens are in front. Their first meaningful opportunity of the match. Instant impact from Jamal Clark. I knew there was a reason that Coxey was coming back too. Header upfield by Coxey. Musa just shrugs Thornton off the ball. Launched to the left with Ross Alton. Overlap being made by Ronnie Hendricks. Deflected into touch via the leg of Cameron Campbell. Coventry United throw level with the penalty area. Downfield by Hendricks. Here's Kevin Thornton. Covered up by Fabian Smith. Alton. Cross towards the near post. Scott Lowe makes the catch. McDonald's now moved to the right of that front three with Palmer down the centre. As Lowe dribbles it out of his penalty area and boots it upfield towards the head of Ronnie Hendricks, who gets his bounce on it. Can only find Josh Thornton. Fabian Smith launches it towards Kolodinsky, looking for Goodson. And it rolls into the hands of Brendan Bunn between the sticks for Coventry United. No Brad Caswell or Jack Tregartha tonight. On the United bench today, Shane Nicholson, who made his debut following his loan move from Leamington. Luke Downs, Jake Holt and Scott Hammond amongst the subs. Headed by Musa, aimed towards McDonald, headed away by Rowley. Thornton to Smith, volleys it up in the air. It'll be brought down by Goodson. No, it won't. It's Hendricks onto it. Headed on again though by Smith. There's Hendricks once again with that head. Musa, bit of head tennis going on here at the Butts Park Arena. Sent forward to Goodson. Cox with one header, two header. To the feet of Josh Thornton. Sends to the feet of Kevin Thornton for Coventry United. Looks for McDonald. Overlap being made by Palmer. Finds Ryan Palmer. Palmer to strike one! Off the post! Low posted away from McDonald. And Scott Lowe escapes with only one goal conceded. Accurate hit from Ryan Palmer as it curled towards that far post, and it surely would have fell to the path of the lethal Shaquille McDonald. But Lowe had the wherewithal to poke the ball away into the path of Romain Graham, who did the rest. Throw in for Long Eaton in front of the newly refurbished dugout area. Scanlon's throw, towering, headed by Barnett. It's only as far as Josh Thornton, closed down by Kevin Thornton. Lob towards the right hand side though for Long Eaton with Cameron Campbell. Who's back to Kyle Carey. Looks to twist his way past Carey, thinks better of it, and plays it back into defence with Romain Graham. Low roll, pass cut out by Gift Musa, but McDonald counts it straight up the chest of Musa. United still have possession though. McDonald looks for the through ball to Ryan Palmer, but bobbles on the pitch, slowing the ball down and not allowing Palmer to pick it up. Graham with a hasty pass back to Lowe, closed down by Palmer. Lowe gets it away calmly enough. Josh Thornton, good chance there by his namesake Kevin Thornton. In fact, no, the referee says free kick. Seems if Thornton got the ball, but it was a rather chunky challenge. "15 minutes gone here on CUTV, live from the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Long Eaton United 0, the current score. Jamal Clark on the score sheet as Thornton floats one into the box, bounces well away from Shaquille McDonald, who asks Thornton, "Oh, come on, mate, I'm not that fast." Scanlon gets the ball rolling now for Long Eaton. Flies past Goodson. Referee wants the free kick after it seems to be backing into Kyle Barnett. Referee says no foul. United have got the throw. United have drifted down the table in recent weeks following failure to win the last 4 matches as Kyle Barnett gets stuck in and slides it on Gamblin. United now down to 12th in the Midland Football League Premier Division. An unknown quantity comes to the Butts Park Arena on Saturday with Wolverhampton Sporting Community, or simply known as Wolves Sporting. They'll be coming to the Butts on Saturday. And on Sunday, it's Coventry United ladies travelling down to Portsmouth, who are the league title favourites as Ryan Palmer is shoved down from behind on the halfway line towards the right-hand flank. Coventry United with the free kick. Thornton Sends it in towards McDonald. Will McDonald keep it in? Yes, he will. It's on the right-hand side of the penalty area. He needs to wait for options to present themselves. Carey, the only man in the box. He's got Palmer down line, though. We'll look for Gift Musa at the far post. Volley by Musa. Unfortunately, Musa bounces wide. He doesn't score too many goals, Gift. And maybe that's the reason why. Throw, passes past Carey, chest control and clearance. Kolodinski flicks it on for Goodson, but it bounces back towards the United goal with Brendan Bunn, who calmly plays it to the right. Barnett and Kolodinski kicking up dust as they make their way down the right. Palmer back to Barnett, back to Palmer, past one. But Long Eaton absolutely furious as Tom Gamblin was holding Ryan Palmer, and the referee has given the free kick. It did look a little bit soft, but the Long Eaton manager is absolutely furious. Of course, we do apologise if you do hear any bad language here on CUTV, but remember, we are in a football match. Emotions can run high. Let's just say you won't hear any swearing from the commentator, unless it's a really bad decision. yeah, or unless Roy does that. And then mention what I won't say what he's doing. Thornton primed and ready. Target locked. Captain Fantastic ready to strike it in. It's into Thornton. It's well caught by Scott Lowe. That's a great clearance by Lowe as well. He's managed to find Kolodinski with a challenge from behind by Ronnie Hendricks. Dispossesses the former rugby man, but it's now Josh Thornton who brings it down, lobs it past the defence. Or does he? No, it's onto the head of Jamal Clark. Thornton back towards his own penalty area, forced down from behind by Gamblin. No complaints about that one. Free kick United. Today's coverage here on CUTV, as always, sponsored by our good friends at Current. Building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Done towards the right. Palmer has to work hard to try and keep it in, but he just stumbles at the wrong moment and rolls past his boot and out of play. But poor passing in the midfield allows United onto it. McDonald was offside anyway, but the ball didn't reach him. Set by Graham and launched clear by Rowley. Rowley looks for the run of Goodson down the left-hand side, but it bounces to the left of the flag, and that'll be a throw right in the corner. Ball travelling too quick for the Long Eaton number 9, both sides seemingly utilising a 4-3-3 formation. Barnett at the head of Gift Musa, kept in by the head of Scanlon, nodded on by Holton. The back of Ryan Palmer, and Holton lobs it forward. Graham will give it back to Lowe in goal, quickly closed down by Shaquille McDonald. Lowe boots it clear. Kolodinski wins their header, but Chris Cox is quickest to the seconds. Down the left for Kyle Carey. Great vision from the former skipper. Musa steps past Thornton beautifully. It's Gift Musa. Carey making the run, halts his run, but Musa still making his way down the left. Has to backtrack to Kevin Thornton. Takes it to a more central location. Being swamped by blue shirts. Alton lobs it to the left with Hendricks. Musa wants it back. Passed by Hendricks, blocked by Mikey Armstrong. Coventry United throw in about 15 yards into Long Eaton territory. Hendricks to Thornton. Just take it back towards the halfway line. It's side forward over the line by Tom Gamblin. Ross Alton. Now Rodney Hendricks wasn't involved on Saturday. He's going to make an impact at the Butts Park Arena. Hendricks cuts in. And Hendricks! Oh, it was onto the roof of the net. Many people in the Butts, including myself, were uncertain as to where that ball landed. A few of the supporters believed it may have nestled into the top corner. It nestled on the top corner instead of in it. No doubt it was a cross rather than a shot, but it was nearly a shot that gave United a 2-goal lead, and they've got another chance to make it 2, but McDonald's bobbling ball bounces past the far post. Lead by 1-0 against Long Eaton United. Jamal Clark with a close range finish sent into the roof of his own net by Romain Graham, but it will go down as a Jamal Clark goal. It was headed across the goal by Chris Cox, who came close himself just a minute or two earlier. Low. Pass to Fabian Smith with a touch, lets him down. Cox looks for Palmer down the right. You only find the bit of Scanlon. His upfield ball is picked up by Ross Alton. Growley nods it forward, off the head of Barnett now. Neither side can seem to retain the ball for more than a couple of seconds. That's got to be 8 headers in a row. Now it's brought down to earth, and United have given away the free kick. Infringed by Alton, I believe, on the edge of the penalty area, but that was kind of about 8 or 9 headers in succession from United and Long Eaton players. If you're just joining us here in the World Head Tennis Championships, it's United leading. Of course, it is the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Monday evening. It's Fabian Smith lining one up. A few mind games from Kevin Thornton, who stands over the ball. Will have to move eventually. It does move now. The referee checked the 4-man wall of Carey, Barnett, Clark and Palmer are the appropriate 10 yards back as Fabian Smith locks his eyes on his target. I think his aim was a little off as he skies it over the crossbar. Looking for a first league victory since I believe it was South Normanton the last time United won in the league. Since then, a victory in the FA Vars on Saturday here on CUTV. Been a difficult couple of weeks for United, including off the pitch, with Luke Morton deciding on his future as United assistant manager. Has decided, in fact, to stay on now. United, he is in attendance today. Barnett takes the ball away from Kolodinsky, but only takes it out of play for a throw. 25 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena, live on CUTV. Coventry United 1, Long Eaton United 0. So we are halfway through the first half, more than halfway through in fact. Clark shields the ball from Gamblin. Thornton stabs it into his own area, but Chris Cox will boot it clear. Headed on by Romain Graham with a sharp Shaquille McDonald, nearly snuck in behind the big number 5. The defender realised just in time that he had a speedy shack behind him. Switches the play towards the left-hand side and switches a little too powerful. Scanlon couldn't reach it. Throwing right in the corner for United in their own half. Barnett with a run up in the throw. There's a shirt pull there on Alton. Referee allows it. Alton lobs it down the right. It's a race between McDonald and Graham, which neither of them will win. It will go out of play for a throw deep into Long Eaton territory to the away side. United can try and box in Long Eaton in this dangerous area of the pitch. Scanlon's throw. It is won back by Ryan Palmer. Alton. So a first time lob into the box, but in the air by Mason Rowley. Stabbed on by Josh Thornton, known as far as Kevin Thornton. Musa, now Hendricks on the left-hand side. Carey's in the box. It's in towards Kyle Carey. Turns away from the challenge of Graham. Hendricks in support. Down line to Kevin Thornton. Musa to his right, Hendricks to his left. As well to keep the ball away from Gamblin. Now Alton lets the ball run and takes it around Kolodinsky. And the ball goes straight through the legs of Kyle Barnett. And that's the end of a promising move for Coventry United. Some great passing on show. But ultimately, no fruit bared from that particular tree. Maybe Long Eaton will have better results as the number 9 Goodson tangles legs with Chris Cox, who's off the ball. Long Eaton push on again with Mikey Armstrong. Lobs it to the right. Heavy first touch by Cameron Campbell. Nearly allowed Kyle Carey to sneak in and take the ball. Lovely towards the penalty area, nodded into the ground by Jamal Clark, scorer of the only goal of today's game. Here's Ross Alton. Launches it towards McDonald. Didn't quite get the accuracy on it. And it's brought down by Graham. Hassled and harried by both Thornton and Carey. Barges Thornton out of the way. But the ball rolls past Graham and he trips Thornton. And the referee will blow for the free kick on the left-hand side of United's half. And midway into red and green territory. It's looking good for United so far. Composed performance. Not anything too special in terms of attacking play from either side. Very limited opportunities. United scored with their first real efforts of a corner scored by Jamal Clark. All it takes is one chance, one moment, or one mistake to win a game. United have had that chance and they took it. It's a long time to hold on, so they'd like to go and get a second goal and give themselves a bit of breathing room. They won't get it there as Ryan Palmer is forced out of play by Scanlon. United not too happy about it, but it looked to me as if the foul touch did come off Ryan Palmer. Correct decision by the linesman. Armstrong sees Goodson, looks for the number 9. Bounces past him and Chris Cox tries to send it back to Bunn at the second time of asking. He does and nods it to the former Bromsgrove and Highgate shot stopper looking for his first clean sheet in United colours. United have already used 4 goalkeepers this season in Brad Caswell, Jack Jagartha, Matteo Ninia and Brendan Bunn. Caswell seems to have stuck his claim to the number 1 jersey. Not available tonight though, neither is Jagartha or Ninia, so it's Bunn's chance to shine. Bounces horribly to the left-hand side with Fabian Smith. See the dust being kicked up the Butts Park Arena. That's the area of the pitch where Coventry Rugby Club tests their scrums. Palmer. Now it's McDonald knocking on the back door. But taken out from behind by his opposite number 10, Mikey Armstrong, and a slap on the ground in frustration by Shaquille McDonald. You can see how dry this pitch is, with the dust being kicked up. Crossing opportunity for David Kolodinsky. Goodson's at the far post, a little too far for Goodson to reach. High over the number 9, it curls out of play for the goal kick. Half now played live on CUTV. It's coverage of the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Long Eaton United. Current score is Coventry United 1, Long Eaton United 0. Today's coverage sponsored by Current. Building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. And talking to sponsor, you can sponsor a player or a shirt number for less than £100 here at Coventry United. There's plenty of info on the website and on social media how you can support your red and greens. And the number 10 shirt being modelled by Shaquille McDonald is now sponsored by Coventry United TV. So if we're sponsoring the team, you can as well. Ryan Palmer darting running to the penalty area, swipes it away from Armstrong. It's out to Kevin Thornton, past one, now Shaq, space for Palmer on the right, crossing opportunity for the young attacker. Spoon towards the left-hand side, it's Kyle Carey, past Thornton to the feet of Kip Musa, thinks about one, and it's charged down. Thornton, it's Josh Thornton on the ball and lobs it towards the United penalty area, Jamal Clark on it. Carey tries to take it around Graham. It's fortunately unsuccessful. It's Hendricks on the ball now. Now Kevin Thornton on the halfway line, the left flank. Static as he thinks about his next move. Plays a 1-2 with Alton. Spins away from Gamblin. Thornton's starting to look a little fitter now. His early season injury issues. Here's Kyle Carey, a star of the opening matches and the tail end of last season too. Kyle Barnett finds Ryan Palmer. Scanlon gets between Palmer and the ball and concedes the corner. United have already scored once from a corner kick. They look to replicate that. As Kevin Thornton heads over to the right flank. Next time we're on air here, and CUTV comes on Saturday, live again from the Butts Park Arena, live coverage of Coventry United versus Wolves Sporting in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Kick off at 3 o'clock. We're on air from 5 to 3. Scored once in the corner. Can they replicate that? Fierce forward centre in, bounces past Chris Cox, wrong foot Kyle Barnett. It's loved away by Scanlon. Sent straight back in by Ronnie Hendricks. And nearly caught out Scott Lowe, who was watching that one all the way, but he had to be on his toes to keep that one out. Sent it through ball by Graham, blocked off well by Kyle Barnett. Certainly impressing the early going. Gamblin lobs it down the left for David Kolodinsky, a former double hero for rugby. And United have got themselves the free kick after a little bit of a scuffle between Kolodinsky and Musa for the ball. Referee wants the free kick taken again. United try and take it quickly. And the referee is having a word with the former rugby striker, David Kolodinsky. And it's Kevin Thornton playing peacemaker here. Well, that's a rare sight if ever I've seen one. And the manager's not too happy about it either for Long Eaton. Only a few of the ref decisions has irked the man on the Long Eaton bench. Free kick headed away by Rowley. Bounces over the head of Thornton. Kolodinsky shields it from Barnett, looks for Goodson on the edge of the penalty area and nodded towards the left-hand side by Chris Cox. Ronnie Hendricks sprints clear of Goodson, who gives up the ghost. Hendricks, fantastic run from the former Sky Blues youngster. Unsuccessful as he tries to take it around Campbell. That's the Blues on the march. Armstrong's pass blocked. McDonald tries to nod into the path of Kyle Carey. Carey stabs it down for Kevin Thornton. And a dig from behind by his namesake Josh Thornton. It results in the Coventry United free kick halfway into Long Eaton territory down the centre of the park. It's probably too far away for United to have a go. But it could well be a decent crossing opportunity for the red and greens. It is Kevin Thornton standing over it. In fact, could Kev be going for an Evan on goal himself? It's closer to the halfway line than it is the net. He'll look to dink it through for Shaquille McDonald. McDonald able to keep it in, tries to ship it towards the far post. A decent effort by McDonald, but doesn't find the net on this occasion. Ten minutes until half-time here in CUTV. We'll be swapping over the batteries at half-time, so we can bring you the second half of this match in full. So we'll be going off there for around 10 minutes on CUTV. Look for the new live stream in the second half for exclusive commentary of this Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match. You won't find it anywhere else. And of course we have exclusive video highlights on CUTV tomorrow morning. Throw to an unmarked Mikey Armstrong on the halfway line. Sends it down the right for Goodson. It evades the head of Hendricks, chipped into the area for Gamblin, doesn't reach its intended target, and volleyed clear by the goal scorer Jamal Clark. Kyle Carey. It's volleyed upfield by Armstrong. Goodson was offside and leaves it for Fabian Smith, who does keep it in, but only for a millisecond as he heads out of play for a throw. He'd rather that than concede a goal kick. There it goes upfield from Hendricks. Bounces over Musa. Was there a shove in the back there by Thornton? Referee says no, but you know, to have it back anyway. The interception by Carey finds Ross Alton. Holds off Armstrong. Looks to send it through for Ryan Palmer. It bounced to Scanlon, but a skewed clearance by Lowe. Just about kept from going out for a corner. Was it? No, it's not. Scanlon couldn't keep it in as Lowe tried to send it down the left, send it a little too left, and sends it out of play behind him for a corner kick to Coventry United. How he did that, I will never know. It was just skimmed off his boots. It's Kevin Thornton standing over the ball on the right flank. Cox calling for it at the far post. Thornton floated in. It's headed up. Cox cleared by Graham. Here's Kyle Carey. Drills one. Blocked again. I think Rowley got the touch that time. It's come back out to Carey on the left. Crossing opportunity for the young winger. In by Carey. Over Jamal Clark. Cleared by Graham. Off the boot of Olsen. And now Kolodinsky lods it down the right, and the referee's assistant, after calls from Terry Hansen and Luke Morton, raises the flag as Goodson was racing towards the penalty area and probably would have got there first ahead of the United defender. Don't forget to join us live from Baffleton Rovers on Sunday down south in Portsmouth, a long old journey down to the south coast, as CUTV brings you live and exclusive commentary of Portsmouth ladies versus Coventry United ladies. It's on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Free kick from Cox brought down by Kyle Carey and shielded well. In fact, no, it's going out for a corner kick. So we're headed towards the byline. Before he was letting it go out for a goal kick, but pushing down to that corner. It's Kevin Thornton, shot charged down by the backside of Armstrong, goes back out to Carey. The best of crosses it's Campbell. On it further afield by Armstrong. Alton finds Chris Cox with that crossfield ball, cross across the face of goal. McDonald heads it home from close range. And McDonald scores for the second consecutive match. Not a bad header for a big lad. And Shaquille McDonald makes it 2-0 to the Red and Greens. As Love Shack plays across the PA system, and Roy, don't forget, Shaquille McDonald sponsored by Coventry United TV. So United lead by 2-0. Coventry United in firm control now here on CUTV, leading by 2-0. Shaquille McDonald with the second. A great cross by Chris Cox, powered into the roof of the net by McDonald. And I'll tell you what, for saying that Shaq is the shortest player in the United team, he got some power behind that header. So we have 5 minutes until half time here on CUTV. Coventry United 2, Long Eaton United 0. The score now following Shaq's goal. Can Long Eaton get immediately on the score sheet and give themselves some hope? It's lofted towards the head of Fabian Smith by Kolodinsky, and the header was blocked. Could have caused Bunn some problems, and still could, as Thornton's cross is charged down and it bounces past Ronnie Hendricks. It's offside against Fabian Smith. Highlights of today's game can be found on YouTube tomorrow morning, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll get a notification on your phone or your laptop, whichever you use. You'll get a notification when the video is available to view. And if you are enjoying today's coverage, make sure to hit the like button, the little thumbs up button below the video. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content for the first team and the ladies team as well. And we are on Twitter at Coventry United TV. You can also follow me on Twitter at @TheRealLiamCook. Throw up line by Long Eaton, met in the air by Ronnie Hendricks. Swift just keeping alive and volleyed away by Kevin Thornton. Brought down to it by Mikey Armstrong. Caesar of Scanlon down the left-hand side. It's Scanlon making the run, but should be beaten to it by Kyle Barnett. Lofts it up and lofts it out. Thrown a dangerous position on the left flank for Long Eaton. Down line to Mason Rowley. Half volley towards that penalty area, and Goodson's waiting. Batters past Jamal Clark. Referee gives the free kick for a push by Goodson on Clark. So Bunn collects the ball and will take the free kick on the edge of his own penalty area. It's been a quiet day for Bunn so far. And I believe there could be a change here for Long Eaton early on, possibly an injury, as the number 12 is getting stripped off and ready to go. It's rare that you see a change before half time if it's not injury related, but it has been a disappointing game for Long Eaton. And Thornton not too happy as a late slide by Gamblin caught Thornton. Referee says no foul there, but there will be a change for Long Eaton United. I can tell you it's Dan Faulkner coming on, and coming off is Romain Graham. So Romain Graham replaced, and on comes Dan Faulkner. I can only assume it's an injury problem for the number 5. Just 2 minutes of normal time to go until the break. So as said, the pitch black sky here in Coventry sees the floodlights shine beautifully over the Butts Park Arena. A beautiful sight sees Coventry United lead by 2-0. You have to get their league campaign back on track. Armstrong tries to lob it to the left with Fabian Smith now playing on the left-hand side of 4-4-2 now, with Kolodinsky and Goodson up front. So it will be a throw to Coventry, 115 yards into their own turf. Kyle Barnett with ball in hand to enter the final minutes of normal time. Kyle Barnett on field towards McDonald, easily got in the air, unchallenged by Scanlon. Thornton goes in on Goodson, dragged to the ground by Goodson. Referee gives the free kick. Blatant drag on the arm by Goodson. And United, with the greatest of ease, heading towards the break with 2 goals in their back pocket and a clean sheet in tow. If they can keep this run going in the second half, it should be a relatively simple 3 points. Cox sends it towards the penalty area. Headed up by Campbell. Could Palmer get there? No, Scanlon heads it up again, but they're not getting many yards on the clearances. Thornton intercepts from Gamblin, and Gamblin forces Thornton over again. And Kevin Thornton is furious, asking how many Gamblin's going to get away with. Still not being booked. And now the referee wants to have a word with, I believe that's Josh Thornton, who screamed at the referee. I don't think he can have any complaints about the decision. The referee putting his point across. So Josh Thornton now wearing the captain's armband. He's made his way away from the referee. Should be the final chance of the first half. Can United make it count? And heading to the break with a 3-goal cushion in their back pocket, sent in by Kevin Thornton towards Jamal Clark. And the number 2, Cameron Campbell, goes over the head of Shaquille McDonald. And that will be a free kick. I'm not sure what McDonald could have done about that, but the referee decided that it will be a free kick to Long Eaton, and we are now officially out of normal minutes. We're into added time. Scuff clearance by Kyle Barnett, heads behind the fullback. Kolodinsky holds off the big defender. Bounces to the feet of Gamblin. In goes Alton from behind, takes it all the way to the line. Brandon Bunn is there to collect. And the referee brings the first half to an end here on CUTV. Half-time score, Coventry United 2, Long Eaton United 0. CUTV signing off for the next 10 minutes.